Hello everyone. Hope you are all in the best of spirit, health and disposition. Welcome to a new video of Quest of Truth. I am Sumaya Alansari and in this series we discuss the lectures from the book The Principles and Practice of Homeopathy by Dr. Richard Hughes. In this book, he tries to decode what homeopathy can do in various recognized forms of diseases and exactly how does it do it. The lecture 1 expounds the nature and origin of homeopathy. In the previous video, we discussed the definition of homeopathy and how it belongs to the art of medicine. If you haven't watched it, check it out. The link is given in the description box below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and click on the bell icon to get the latest updates. Richard Hughes states that homeopathy belongs to the art of medicine rather than the science of medicine. Now, an art need not be or should not be merely empirical, says Dr. Richard Hughes. Empirical, in the literal sense, means something that is concerned with or verifiable by observation or experience rather than theory or pure logic. तो मतलब empirical यानी वो जो experimental है या experiential है और ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो लॉजिक के ऊपर बेस्ड हो. तो यह क्या बोला जा रहा है? होम्योपैथी सिर्फ एक्सपेरिमेंटल है और लॉजिक के ऊपर बेस्ड नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. डज दैट सीम नेगेटिव टू यू? सिर्फ एक्सपेरिमेंटल है, ऐसा नहीं है. वेल, हियर्स द कैच. Two negatives in a sentence makes it an affirmative. For example, मैं समझदार नहीं हूँ, ऐसा नहीं है, means मैं समझदार हूँ. So by telling us that homeopathy is not just empirical, not merely empirical, he means to tell us that homeopathy is not just observational or experimental without the basis of logic. In the sense, वो experiential है और logical भी है. तो ऐसा क्यों किया? I mean, ना कैसे भी तो पकड़ सकते थे. ऐसे पकड़ने की ज़रूरत क्या है? So why do you think he did that? Rather than telling us कि homeopathy is experimental as well as or experiential or observational as well as logical, he went on to tell us कि it is not merely empirical. I'll truly appreciate if you share your views with me. Firstly, he tells us that homeopathy belongs to the art of medicine, an art form which is not merely empirical. The art which is in harmony with philosophy and science, framed with correct conception and sound induction. Next, he puts forward that the expression of homeopathic formula in its completeness is worded as a rule of art rather than the law of science. It does not say likes are cured by likes. Rather, it says that let likes be treated by likes. So he gives us two reasons to believe that the homeopathic expression similia similibus curanter does not mean likes are cured by likes. 1. Dubious latinity. Dubious means uncertain or doubtful, suspicious, or something that cannot be relied upon. By dubious latinity, it means that it is a doubtful orientation or uncertain translation which cannot be relied upon. मैं जागी ऊपर जल्दी से सवेरे. You would scratch your head probably, saying that it does not make any sense or perhaps half sense. What? Like it rings a bell in your mind when something is translated wrongly. Like if I was saying to you in English, I woke up early in the morning and you're translating it word to word, it would be kind of dubious, uncertain or unreliable. You can say probably it means this, but it won't make any sense, you know. So the Latinness or Latinity or the Latin translation is not that sound of similia similibus curanter to likes are cured by likes. The second reason he tells us is that it is completely unjustifiable to state that there is only one way to attain cure. Like जहाँ पे सर्जरी चाहिए वहाँ पे सर्जरी ही क्योर दे सकती है, सस्पेंडेड एनिमेशन में एंटीपैथी ही क्योर दे सकती है, कई सारे केसेस में होम्योपैथी भी क्योर दे सकती है. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि होम्योपैथी ही सिर्फ एक रास्ता है क्योर पाने का. तो इट इज़ अनजस्टिफाइबल एंड इन फैक्ट non-credible to state that homeopathy is the only way to attain cure. There are other ways as well. As we have already discussed in my previous video, it is one of the methods to attain cure and not the only method to attain cure. On the other hand, the expression similia similibus curenta has a subjunctive mood to it in its imperative force. तो subjunctive mood क्या होता है? It is a wish or hypothesis कि कोई चाहत रहती है, वो है subjunctive mood. और imperative force क्या होता है? Command आता है या order आता है. तो ये दोनों चीज़ें subtle way में आपस में coordinate करती है जब similia similibus curenta का expression रहता है in its good Latin form. So this is good in Latin and justifiable or tenable in direction. So this is what Dr. Richard Hughes tells us in the third paragraph of the lecture 1, Homeopathy, its nature and origin. Let me know your perspective about what do you think is more credible translation of Similia similibus curenta in the comment section below. There's a whole note at the end of lecture 1 discussing how the alteration from curenta to curanta came into being. We'll touch upon it later someday if you wish to, of course. Let me know in the comment section if you would like to go through that as well. Hope you found the video informative. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Mind sharing it with your friends and colleagues who would like to know more about the concepts of Richard Hughes. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you get the latest updates. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy.